Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here. And for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the Goldman Sachs GM credit card. I put out a video talking about the GM business credit card. Now we're going to be talking about the new Goldman Sachs GM regular credit card, okay? And here's the thing about it. Most people don't understand that with Goldman Sachs, they're primarily TransUnion, okay? And they're TransUnion FICO 9 at that. So in order for you to get the maximum amount of funding, because I've seen people, they would get approved for just like the GM credit card, right? But they still leaving money on the table since you already got that hard pull. Why not get multiple accounts? So in order for you to do that, I would tell you, because people have been denied, it's because they had thin credit files. So in order to beef up your FICO 9 credit file, I would say you would add some of these accounts, okay? I would say do about at least 4 of these accounts. My main accounts I probably would do is add an authorized user, Experian Boost, maybe do a pledge loan or a credit builder. You can also use your utilities, having your utilities reported through Grow Credit, okay? And then if you use your debit card a lot, then you may want to add on your extra debit card. It reports to Experian and Equifax. One Financial also reports as well. Now, one of the bigger things that I continue to tell people is do not miss out on the opportunity to gain an extra 45 to 60 points by having your rent reporting on your credit file. So these are some of the creditors that will actually report your rent. So by you doing that, you're thickening up your file. Now, here's the thing about it. Once you have enough trade lines on your credit file, I would freeze my Equifax and I would freeze my Experian credit file, right? So what I would do first, I would go for the Apple card, because the Apple card is through Goldman Sachs as well. And Goldman Sachs issues this card, and people have had success with high limits on this card. Now, since they do a soft pull pre-qualify, and then you can lock your TransUnion, and then that way you don't get the hard inquiry. That's your option. Now, what I would do, I would take that hard inquiry, instead of opting out of that hard inquiry, I would take that hard inquiry. Now that I have that hard inquiry already, I would ask them from going over from the Apple card. Then I would ask them to use that same credit file, that same hard inquiry, to apply for the regular GM credit card, okay? So that's what I would do. That way you have multiple accounts with them and you're not leaving money on the table, because a lot of people, like I said, they've been going after the GM credit card, but then they don't have the Apple card. Another thing that you also want to take into consideration, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, is, and look at it, its average credit score is a 660, up to $50,000 on the credit card. It's soft pull credit file, but soft pull on the credit file. But here's the thing about it, like I said, I would do the Apple card first to get in their system, and then once they do that hard pull, call them up and ask them to use that same inquiry to qualify for that GM credit card, okay? And then also use it to possibly get a personal loan. So that way you're able to have 3 accounts with Goldman Sachs, all right? This is what I'm talking about, where most people, when they apply for a credit card, they don't actually look at the logic of being able to see how far can I go with this here financial institution. Now, here's one thing that I would tell you in terms of income. Most people that are married, that have a spouse that has an income, they don't include their spouse's income. You should include your spouse's income. If you're retired and you're receiving supplemental benefits, plus you're receiving money from your annuities, that's income you need to include as well. And then if you're disabled but you have a roommate that you're renting out a room to, that's income you should include as well. Okay, so if you have a job and you have a regular job and then you have a side hustle job, that's income you should include as well. Now, in terms of with Goldman Sachs, they may want to do a income verifier or whatever, but at the same time, if you're showing that, hey, I have this income coming in, then you're in a better position to get not just one card, not just two cards, but 3 different accounts with Marcus, okay? Now, like I said, they have the business account, so if you already have the business set up, why not apply for the business card? Now, that may, because it's a separate division, that may be a separate hard pull, okay? But it's still through TransUnion, or they may use the same one. I don't know, but I would get them on the phone. Once I get the Apple card, then I'll go after the GM card, then I'll go after the loan, and then I would go after the business credit card, okay? So I made a video, full video on the personal loans. So if you're not able to get their personal loan, there's other lenders in the video that I made that actually you can apply for that may have a higher chance, because with the banks, they only do up to 55% debt to income ratio. But with third party companies, they do up to 75%. So that Marcus loan, personal loan video, it actually talks about another lender that goes up to 75% debt to income ratio. Okay. Now, if you don't know the difference between your FICO 8 score and your FICO 9 score, then you want to click the link in the description, get your FICO score, and schedule a one-on-one consultation. Okay, or you can go over to HoustonMcMiller.net or HoustonMcMiller.com and schedule your consultation or 3-way funding. But this is Houston. I hope that this video helps you and showing you just how much money you can actually get out of Goldman Sachs. Thank you.